Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Casey with Mosaic Mermaid Tarot. Today's pick a card is going to be what they've finally realized about this connection, anything they might be hiding. We just kind of dive in and see what Spirit has for us. So we'll look into some current thoughts, feelings, intentions, and just see how they're feeling about you right now. So, pile one, we have this what is it called? Howlite. That's right. I kept wanting to say hematite. But this is a howlite bracelet. It's got this little adorable little elephant on it. And as far as your zodiac signs, there is Capricorn, Leo, Virgo, and Sagittarius. Pile two, we have this beautiful rose quartz, also with a tiny little elephant and charm hanging from it. All right. And the zodiac signs are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Aries. So the letter A might be significant. And we have all air signs here. In pile three, we have this howlite bracelet with this little heart. And funny enough, pile three, we have Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So all water signs. I believe that was the same in pile three before, but we have Taurus on the end there. So if you need a moment to meditate on your piles, I will go ahead and give you that. If you are already you know where you want to go, just go down to that timestamp down below, and I will see you at your piles. Thank you. Hey y'all. So, a quick announcement. Of course, I am so grateful and thankful to all of you who are, commenting down below and, joining in the conversation, letting me know what has resonated with you. I really love hearing your stories, and yeah, so keep that shit up. um, I don't think there's anything else. Of course, if you are interested in a private reading, those are open right now. So, yeah, just find that information down below. If you want to check out my memberships, those are, um, that stuff's down below as well. So, also, if instead of a cup of coffee, you want to donate me a set of nails, less than $10. You can even choose them because there's a list down below where you can click on it. My Amazon wish list. Um, it'll say buy me a set. So if you're interested, I know the one that I want the most right now is the there's ones with they're orange with little black hats on them. So gotta have those for spooky season. Whew. All right, so yeah, I love you guys. If you're still here, thank you so much. Not many people make it through the announcements. So, yeah, I will let you just go ahead and, pick your pile, and I will see you there. Thank you guys. Bye. Hey, pile one. If you chose this Howlite bracelet with a little gold elephant, this is going to be your reading. In case you were interested, these zodiac signs are Capricorn, Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius. Okay, and your card is Misspoken. Spoken words echo forever. I'm almost feeling like there might have been conversations where you said something, or they said something, someone said something that was misunderstood. It was taken out of context. It could also be someone speaking about you to your person. Maybe they spoke of you and now they see you differently. Let's see what the oracles say. All right. If you'd like to see these being shuffled out, I do have it's less than a minute. It's a time lapse that I put right after the pick your pile, so you can find that timestamp down below under shuffles. Numbing. Right away, this gives me, because I just actually finished binging Peaky Blinders. If you know, you know. I think your person is kind of, I think a lot of hurt and a lot of trauma and a lot of pain has come to your person. Probably since very early in their childhood. Um, and there's something, if not many somethings, that they use to numb that pain. Hmm. Judgment. Hmm. So again, I'm getting that Peaky Blinders because the hats and just I don't know. This really just feels like your person feels dead inside. Um, and the people around them see them, and they are very much sensitive to judgment. They kind of always feel like they're being judged. Hmm. Devotion. This feels like your energy. Even though you have tried to speak up with your person, let them know that you're numb too. I feel like you just wanted to have someone who understands and wouldn't judge you either. You kind of use each other as a distraction for your pain. Maybe some things were said that kind of made it seem that way, even though it wasn't. But it feels like you have been devoted for some time because this, she doesn't look very happy. She looks very tired, like she's been waiting. Hmm. Separation. You've got two bats here. So you or your person might be quite nocturnal. Um, my washing machine uh, just went off, so check your laundry. That's for somebody. But this is also, it's giving spooky season, so something might come about with your person during spooky season. Um, but it's giving birds of a feather um, fly together. Now I'm hearing that song by Billie Eilish. I heard a cover by Roya, Roya. You should look that up because it's a beautiful cover of Birds of a Feather. There might be some messages in those lyrics. Oh boy, look at that. That's your bottom of the deck energy. Love. We've got love potion here. Your person might think you've put a spell on them. I get so many things looking at this. I get Love Potion number 9, the song, also the movie. um, it's almost like, and if you know the movie I'm talking about with Sandra Bullock, and Tate Donovan, right? Wasn't he? It's you get a little of this this love potion in that movie, and it just makes the person that you're trying just makes them crazy. Like they're just like there's a whole scene where there this one character gets a hold of the bottle and just like takes a big old swig of it, and then like there's this whole crowd of people just chasing after her. And it's like I think your person feels like they are being chased to be devoured. I think they may have mistaken your devotion and your unconditional love for, crazy. Like, I put a spell on you because you're mine. um, I'm also thinking of Teen Witch. I'm getting so many movies. But you remember if you watched it, um, there was the same kind of concept. Uh, I feel like your person has seen this as definitely somewhat magical. Um, and maybe it's like they don't want to connect further because they're afraid of judgment. Maybe they are still in their ego. But you sit and wait night and day. I'm hearing night and day from I'll Be Sure. Think about you night and day. I think you both think about each other all the time. Look at that. The golden mirror. Narcissist, love bombing, self absorbed, and one sided. So there's your one sided right there. They feel like they've been love bombed by you. You feel like they've been self absorbed. Um, we all carry narcissistic traits. Um, I don't think your person is a narcissist. I think they've had a hard life. I think you mirror your person, and it's hard to see that. That's a very big trigger. Even though you say you are not judging, they always have this fear. Death. Look at that. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform. What's dead is dead. So maybe what we're looking at right now is they're going through an awakening. Um, Dark night of the soul. Maybe they're even in hermit mode. Um, hmm. Maybe they've ended a relationship. Maybe you've ended a relationship. Hmm. Partying. Happily single. Time with friends, having fun, living in the moment. The beach might be significant. So, your person, while you are here just sitting and waiting and hoping and praying, um, just devoted, and your person is trying to live in the moment, trying to I wouldn't say be happily single, but I feel like they may have gotten out of something really horrible, and right now they are trying to live and understand a whole new way of life. Mm. As- oh, okay. Ascending, learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. So they are going through a, a dark night of the soul, depending on where their actual, where they are on their journey. They are ascending. Hot air balloons might be my gosh, specific. One of you might have a stutter. I know I've stumbled on a few words, um, but I know I used to have this when I was. This must have been in like the ninth grade. I was just drawing and dreaming, and I drew a hot air balloon, and because I was drawing what I considered at the time would be a perfect proposal. And so that might be something, new phase, preparing for union. But yeah, I drew a an air balloon, hot air balloon. I drew this bouquet of flowers with 11 red roses and one white in the middle, that had a ring in it. I was all detailed. So maybe your person is learning not only how to come out of this kind of Nine of Pentacles, um, and into the Ten of Pentacles, where they can, you know, be with you and, have union and have a grounded new beginning. They have to ascend first. Let's see what the Overall energy is old school. Okay, so there might be a musical connection. If you know what these are and how to fix them, we can be friends. So, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. This feels like what has kept you from being in union. This is what they are moving through. I think they might have lived a life where they have been conditioned to think in a certain way. And they just want their freedom. They want to have fun, they want to live in the moment. They want to learn and expand, especially when it comes to you. Hmm. So let's see what we get with the tarot. First things I saw was the Hermit and a Ten of Swords. So, yeah. Look at that. The Tower, a reckoning. I'm hearing the reckoning from Hailstorm. There could be some messages in those lyrics. What does she say? The reckoning you never saw coming. I'm the reaper outside your door. You took everything, gave less than nothing. I'm getting what I came for. Like the sound of falling stars crashing in the dark, I said a prayer and buried your name, and through the ashes, I burned like wildfire. The reckoning. So we have Aries and Scorpio energy here. Okay, so shocking event, energy surge, bankruptcy, immediate, revelation, sudden upheaval, wiped out, destroyed, divorce, chaos. So that divorce energy coming through with this relationship is over and being single. Um, I think there has been quite an upheaval in your person's life that they are trying to grow through. Pile one, what's the person? Okay. So this is it upside down? Okay, yeah. No, it's not. It says fight or yeah, look, it looks like fight. I'm like, fight of wands. Eight of wands. Swift progress, alignment, communication, things take off, movement in air travel. This is also a Sagittarius card. So these look like what, fighter jets or something? It might be significant. But it's like there should be progress and movement with this either air travel, maybe traveling to you, or communicating, just some kind of process or alignment. Pile one. What's going on with the person? What's going on with the person? Oh, look at that. As I'm messing up everything. We have the lovers. Gemini energy. Union again coming up. Connections, relationships, alignment. Again, coming up with alignment, openness, romance, harmony, choices, duality, and love. Coming up over that devotion card. So that is very beautiful. Let's see what else comes out. Five of Wands, personality clashes. It's Leo energy. So we have competition, arguing, chaos coming out again. It's where we have chaos. Tower. Misunderstandings. We said from the very beginning that there was misunderstandings between words spoken. Opposition, temper, lost opportunity. Your person may have dropped the ball at some point because they didn't truly understand what they were losing. This lost opportunity. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, guys. That is beautiful energy. So that's your soulmate card, Two of Cups, loving exchange, companionship, mutual feelings, new apartment, a new apartment. I swear I tried to read two words at once. New partner, maybe a new apartment. Agreement and in sync. I just heard it's tearing up my heart when I'm with you. Oh, we've got the chariot up underneath that. So Cancer energy, Cancer energy. The Death card. Strength. The Moon. King of Cups. Okay, so listen. Pisces energy, Leo energy. So, yes, they are caught up still in this anxiety, this illusion, these misconceptions, the uncertainty. They don't have the strength. They don't have the strength yet to bring forth those feelings that they have. They are still questioning whether or not they can even trust themselves. They have self-limiting beliefs, and I think they might be a bit insecure, but I think this is what they are working through. I think they see this as infinite potential. And I think you have been somewhat of a gentle persuasion, and showing the compassion that you have and the devotion. I think it really does inspire them. So they are changing. They are, having a complete renewal Overhaul coming up again. Over and out. Breakup, new start, let it go, endings and beginnings. So they've got a lot of let go before they can put forward movement on this, you know, loving exchange, this coming together with you. Travel coming up again. So I think they are determined to strength of will. I think they do really have um, strength of will as far as they, I don't want to call you out or anything, but you might not have the willpower to stay away, and they might have the willpower to stay away, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see what messages come out. Let's see. I'm just going to do half of this deck at a time because it's so big. Okay. I'm just going to keep going. They say to pile one. Pile one. They say to pile one. The bottom. And then the other half. They say to pile one. They say to pile one. Anything else? Pile one. Okay. And the okay. Let's see what we got. This was the bottom. Children are important to this partnership. So that very well could be something that is affecting things, whether it's actually children or your inner children. This was the bottom up here. I have too much to lose. So that's some big energy to come out on the bottom of the deck. And this might be why they're so guarded. Let's see what else they would say. I can be myself with you. We don't share the same values. That is that outdated thinking, the conditioning, the self-limiting beliefs. This is something that hinders them, while this is something that motivates them. So they just stay conflicted. I'm hearing conflicted from Hailstorm. I'm not financially stable. So that is also something that can be stressing just everything. I mean, I imagine children and not financially stable would be a lot. We both know I am not the one for you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I am recovering. No, let's see, we coming up over that numbing and the opium. Now it can Listen, it can be anything, like the normal things. But it can also be things like being addicted to food or exercise or video games or, it whatever is the nervous system's way of kind of disassociating from the pain. So, whatever it is, they're recovering, and, you know, that's always something that's difficult to deal with. I wish I could take back my words. I want to make amends. I hid who I really am from you, see? They can be themselves with you. So, in the beginning, or maybe it depends on where they're at in their journey, but they are masking, even though I think you see right through it. Will you ever make things right? I think this is you wondering while you're waiting and loving and devoting yourself. You're just wondering if your person will ever not necessarily that they did anything wrong, because you always want to give people grace and space because you don't know what they're dealing with. Um, and with that being said, you just really want your person to show you how they feel, even if it's just a little bit, to show you that they're not trying to hide from you, that they can be safe and that they can trust you. But that's something that's very difficult for them to do. So I'm going to get some of my spicy giggle messages um, so we can put a little smile on this. I made these for my Spicy Pisces memberships, where I do spicy giggle video content. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out down below. You can find that information there, as well as if you want to dig into this, I do personal readings, and those are open right now. So the only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. I think your person is coming to that conclusion. I think they really do just want to yield to it. They just don't know how. I knew when I met you, you'd become my favorite song. Again, with that musical connection. Please send me a sexy playlist just for me. Oh, wow. In the language of glances, let's converse, where every blink and every stare whispers our secrets. I think your person does have quite the tough time putting their feelings and emotions into words. Some of us, it's easier, and some of us just can't. So they want to tell you with their eyes, but if you're in separation, what can you do? You use all your words, and I'm intoxicated by your presence and I never want to be sober. You could be the addiction that scares them the way that they feel for you. Let's get one. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't want to be comfortable. I want passion. Someone who will kiss me like it's the only thing keeping them alive. And I think that's you, Mile One. Meet me in that place where our souls ache to wander, and a million stops. Wait, a million stars will unfold around us, and I'll look at you and wonder how we ever lived in anything less breathtaking than this. Yeah. I want to explore every inch of your beautiful body slowly and thoroughly. And on the bottom, I keep thinking of these hot dreams of us together. So there's definitely could be a dream connection between the two of you. Because dreams came up a couple of times there. So I'm going to get into charms and initials. Hello. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do numbers first. These numbers could be birthdays, phone numbers, anything that resonates. So we have 0, 0, 2, 3, 8, 6 or 9, and 5. Then we have the letter T, H. Is that all the big ones? Okay, so we have S, F, O, L, W or M, E, U, T. That is an O, a T, another T. Lots of T's in here. S. We have another, let's see here. We have Sagittarius coming out and Cancer. We have this token that says a sister is someone to dream, cry, sing, and laugh with. And there's two hearts that are kind of growing together. I always hear endless love, two hearts that beat as one. All right, we have another comment charm. It says, "You are always in my heart." We have the Cinderella carriage. We have a saxophone, so there might be a musical connection again coming through. They might want to treat you like a princess. We have a starfish. We have a 4-leaf clover. So I think they feel lucky to have you in their life. Um, we have this little bee. We have a sailboat. I'm hearing Sailing by Christopher Cross. No shit. Look at this. There's like one bat charm in there and it came out. And you had that card with two bats. I'm trying to hold it. Oh, that's cool. So that might be significant in some way, but again, it just gives like nocturnal energy. Okay. There's a peace sign. Oh, we have a one of those. It's a big angel, so you are being watched over. We have this little charm that always reminds me um, of a tattoo. Can you see it? It's like a heart with wings. And we have a little fish. So just keep swimming. I think that's your advice right there. Just keep swimming and see what happens. All right, if you would like to take a screenshot. That's going to be it, pile one. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm sending you so much love, warm soul hugs. If you made it this far, leave me an angel, a four-leaf clover, or a bat, because that's crazy. All right, guys. And so, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope it's as beautiful as you. Sending you so much love, warm soul hugs, and I hope to see you in the next one. Tell me what resonated. Bye. Hey, pile two. If you chose this beautiful rose quartz bracelet with this little elephant, this is going to be a reading. And in case you missed it and were interested, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, all air signs. And then we have Aries. So the letter A could be significant. Okay. Your card. Routine. Turn off autopilot. Hmm. Yeah. So, okay. What this makes me feel like is that your person is heavily locked into routine. Um, I keep hearing that saying, don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. So, it also is giving hot cocoa, which to me makes me think of Christmas time. That could be significant. But yeah, I think your person is in the routine of just the everyday patterns and obstacles, anything that comes their way. They have this autopilot effect where they just, you know, they add, they just keep adding things to their list until they collapse, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Eminem till I collapse. I don't. Um, I just think your person works very hard, physically and mentally, and they don't allow themselves time enough to sit and smell the coffee or the roses. Um, it's like, don't talk to me till I've had my coffee, and they don't drink coffee. So they just like, no, I'm busy all the time. Let's see what the oracle cards say. If you would like to see me pull these cards, there is down below a timestamp for shuffles, where you can see a less than a minute time lapse of me shuffling out all the cards. So, but here we go. Long distance. Love knows no distance. It transcends time and space. So, this very much could be a long distance relationship. You could be in separation, but it's like that invisible string. I'm hearing Taylor Swift now. But there's always this connection that ties the two of you together. That's why the distance doesn't matter. You feel each other. You have a bond that you'll always carry. The X. Healing from past heartbreak takes time. Be patient with yourself. So, this could be significant for you or your person, but somebody is definitely dealing with some past traumas. And I feel like your person is trying to heal from this past heartbreak or multiple past heartbreaks. Secrets. Something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. Your person could be seeing other people and not being honest about it. Um, they could be seeing their ex. They could be worried that you are seeing your ex. Just take it how it resonates. They might feel you aren't being truthful. When it comes to long distance, it really, there could be a lot of things that just get misconstrued, taken out of context, especially if there's a lot of just texting. Texting is kind of the worst thing for people who get inside their head because there's no tone to it. So you read it in the tone of the voice inside your head, and not all of all of us have the best voice inside of our heads, especially when we're being spoken to by someone we love. And if your person is too busy to share things with you, of course you're going to think that they're hiding something. Um, and it's not that they have to tell you anything, you know, that's their decision. If they want to keep you in the dark, there's nothing you can do about that. But they also can't be mad or upset with the things that you come up with on your own because maybe, you don't have the whole story, so you fill it in yourself. And that's not fun either, especially when all you want is to help your person heal. I mean, you never want them to see you like they or compare you to anybody in their past because you're the exception, right? I think it's hard for your person to trust themselves. I think they push a lot of feelings away as they do their routine autopilot mode, and just when they lay down at night, I feel like they do think about the things that they aren't being truthful about. Imperfections. Love is a beautiful mess. Embrace its imperfections. I just said he was laying in bed. But this is, I kind of feel like this is what you try to tell your person. Maybe your person has this stuck on this thought that they aren't worthy because of their imperfections, because their life is messy, and all you want to do is embrace them because that's your truth. You want to heal your person. Sacrifice. Yeah, you want to sacrifice. Love may come with sacrifices. Evaluate what you're willing to give up. I think you've given up enough, pile two. I think you need to make sure to give back to yourself. You can't prove to someone that you love them if they can't accept it or even love themselves. Sorry, trying to fix this. My OCD is. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Baggage. Yep. Emotional baggage can weigh down relationships. Unpack it. These are the secrets that your person keeps. Maybe they're afraid of also your emotional baggage. Um, although I feel like you are pretty open when it comes to your baggage. You might have even already unpacked your baggage. um, and that was the sacrifice that you made to make sure your person felt safe. And even though you don't require them to tell you anything that they don't want to tell you, you kind of wish they did want to tell you. Because if you don't unpack it, it just, it never goes away. Never goes away. And I just actually posted a song that this is coming up for me, Low Life by Poppy. Um, she says, old suitcase, clean getaway. And she's the one that messed it up again, so your person might be just, a runner. But you don't have to keep chasing. If anything, they understand what you have to give. Now I'm hearing Backstreet Boys, All I Have to Give. Without you, I don't think I could live. I wish I could give the world to you, but love is all I have to give. When you talk, does it seem like he's not even listening to a word you say? And that really hits deep uh, for you, Pile 2. It's part of your baggage of what you need to heal from. Okay. Broken. I feel shattered about this situation. And I think this is also you. You have sacrificed so much. And at this point, you've cried your tears. I'm hearing Shatter Me from Lindsay Sterling and Lizzie Hale. Somebody make me feel alive and shatter me. I'm also hearing Madonna. She says, I'm broken when my heart's not open. Actually, she says frozen, but I just heard it as broken. So that might be significant. I mean, it does feel like you're out in the cold. Understanding. I see your side of the story. So yeah, they do understand your love for them, your devotion. Where they might have seen you as kind of a bit crazy, deranged. I don't know. I always think of that Martin Lawrence special where he's like crazy, deranged. Anyway, um, but yeah, like you might feel that they see you that way, but they do understand your side of the story, even if they can't validate that for you. Hearing Broken, with that version with Amy Lee. Let's see her name, Amy Lee. Reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. So while on in hermit mode, they have reflected, and it could just be the fact that their feelings are what they've kept secret from you. Regret. I wish this never happened. So we've got broken and regret. On the bottom, we have mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. So there's a lot of wishing here that they could go back and kind of do things over. Let's see what the tarot says. Oops. Pile 2. Let's do one more. Why is this so hard? They're slippery. Okay. Now that I've made a mess. Pile 2. What is going on with pile 2's person? Look at that. 3 of Swords. Deep emotional pain. Grief, disillusionment, sorrow, depression, heartbreak, misunderstanding, tears, and loss. Got Libra energy here. Again, because it came out in the pile in the zodiac signs. They're broken. They are broken. They've had a lot of heartbreak. Let's see what else comes out. Page of Swords. Thirst for knowledge. Got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So these are all showing up here. We have mental agility, quick-witted, curious, ideas, vigilant, guarded, communicative, thinks first, education, and fairness. So I feel like your person could be spying on you. The Page of Swords is kind of that, the thirst for knowledge is the thirst for learning about you. Learning your side of the story. So we actually got a time card come out. It's winter solstice, find the light within. Timing a year or more. Tie up loose ends, validate feelings, hibernate, and winter. So this could be long distance, and it could take more than a year. Um, I do also want to say that winter, even though it says a year or more, winter might be significant. So, end of December, January, February could be significant. But they have to, yeah, because it says validate feelings, and we were talking about that. Maybe at that point they will be able to validate those feelings that they have for you if you're still around, because I feel like it's just getting harder. It's just getting harder for you. Nine of Wands. A test of faith. Courage coming up again. Boundaries, grit, determination, faith, endurance, holding the line, persistence, and maintain. So your person might be someone who tries to maintain contact, even if it's not often, which may make you feel like an option. I'm hearing George Michael, you gotta have faith. Baby. Yeah, so like I really do think I think it is a test of faith for you, and because they really are deep in it and they're going to be deep in it for a while. So, I think it's kind of like if you stick around, you stick around. If not, it always follow your heart and your intuition. Um, but if you want to save some space for this person, that's totally up to you. There's no wrong or right answer. It's whatever your heart tells you. That's what you should listen to. Let's get one more. We have another. So, okay. Solar eclipse. Big changes are coming. Timing about 6 months. Find your inner truth. Catalyst for change, transformation, cosmic trigger, and beginnings. So, Alexa, when's the next solar eclipse?
The next solar eclipse will be a partial solar eclipse September 21st, 2025 at 3:43 p.m. It will
Well,
be viewable
there you
from New
go.
Zealand and Antarctica. The next total solar eclipse will be on Wednesday, August 12th, 2026 and will be viewable from Iceland, Portugal, Spain, and Greenland.
Okay, so there's some information for you. So the solar eclipse that's coming on, did she say September 25th? Might be significant. We have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom, Taurus energy. Perseverance, long term view, coming to fruition, harvest, ripen, investments, and patience. So if you are willing to keep sacrificing, to be patient, to allow your person to be messy, but still be there as a safe space for them, then, that's a beautiful thing. If you want to take your power back and move in another direction, that's also what's right for you. Okay? You can change your mind. You could decide, hell no, I'm done with this. And a week later, you want to, switch it around. I mean, as a woman, I know I can change my mind quite a lot um, when I get in my own head. So it's, I think the baseline here is that I feel like you do want something long term to come to fruition, and you will be patient. Um, and that's for most of you, but like I said, follow your intuition. Two of Pentacles, adaptability, prioritize, juggle back and forth, quick decisions, and financially adapt. Always follow your intuition though, because if you're being juggled with another person with this Three of Swords, an ex, whatever it may be, you know, definitely just be careful of that. Six of Swords, better times ahead, tranquility, overcoming hardship, conflicts resolved, becoming stable, restoration, and peace. I'm hearing the song by Taylor Swift, Peace. What does she say? They say love's a show, but I would die for you in secret. The devil's in the details, and you got a friend in me. Would it be enough if I could never give you peace? She also says, give you my wild, give you a child. You see, she's pregnant here. But it all looks like it's going to take some time. But yeah, that's the slowest. Connected to nature, stubborn, patient. So patience keeps coming up. Loyalty, um, you know, defensive, responsible, hardworking, death and transformation. Three of Wands, manifesting big developments, travel for pleasure, work or love, level up, progress. So, I mean, it seems like your person is working on it. It does. But also, make sure you keep your eyes open and, um, if your intuition is telling you to get out, get out. If your intuition tells you you want to leave that door open, now I'm hearing Bruno Mars. um, yeah, then leave that door open. But just don't keep filling someone's cup, overflowing. You know, don't waste that. Fill your own cup because they clearly um, have no use for it as much as you do. You need to drink some fucking water. you need to you need to hydrate yourself. You need to treat yourself. Here in Parks and Rec, treat yourself. So yes, let's get some messages and see what's going on here. Now I've got a very large deck. So I'm going to do it in a half and half. So pile two. Oh, are you? Yep. I want you. I want you so bad, baby. So yeah, she's so heavy. I want you. Hailstorms cover is amazing. Could be some messages there for you. I would do it all again. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. Pile two. What would they say? I am becoming a better person. You see? Wait, the timing is not quite right. So the timing isn't quite right, but it will be. Sorry, my OCD, guys. If you know, you know. This water keeps coming out from under the bridge there, so I'm hearing water under the bridge or bridge over troubled water. And then the bottom of this. I don't know why this happened. So, all right. And then the other half. Pile two. What would your person say if they could? My life is not as together as it seems. But there's that chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. Support. Lean on your inner circle during this time and balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. Yeah. Okay. And on the bottom, we have I miss hearing your voice. And we will be together again. I'm hearing Janet together again. Everywhere I go, everything I see, know you are there. So, let's get some of those spicy messages. I made this deck. This is my Spicy Giggle deck. And I made it for my Spicy Pisces membership, where I also do Spicy Giggle videos, Giggle content. If you want to check that out down below. Also, I do private readings, so if you want to delve into this any further, we can certainly do that as well. So all you need to know is down below. Pile two. What's going on? What would they say? I can't wait to feel your hands on me. If I had $1 for every time I smiled secretly to myself thinking of you, I'd be a billionaire. I want to be a billionaire so freaking bad. I'm intoxicated by your presence and I never want to be sober. Now spread your legs and try to tell me about your day. My love language is showing you the parts of me that ache and trusting you not to dig your fingers in. Yeah. Your smile Your eyes, your lips, your voice, your sweet moans, my favorite distractions. On the bottom, in the pursuit of pleasure, I want you to discover the depths of your own desires while I watch. So you guys might have a little kink, might share. Let's get your charms and initials. I want to. All right, so first we're going to get numbers. So we have 1, 7, 3, 1, another 7. So we have 2 1s, 2 7s, and a 3. And then we have P, R, T. I know it's not a Y, but I just heard P-Y-T. Pretty young thing. There's a Y right there. There you go. You're very pretty. S, I, D, G, R, I. Just heard Rhode Island. Q, questions. S, D. Okay, and then our tokens, we got, oh, this came out in pile 1. A sister is someone to dream, cry, sing, and laugh with. And then we have our 2 hearts. And always I hear endless love. 2 hearts that beat as one. And it's like they're growing together. We have the success and make a wish token. So make your wish. And then we have computer. So part of that routine. Work, work, work. There's a blue crown here. So you might feel like your person is royalty to you. Your king, your queen. You want to be their king or queen. We have this cologne bottle with, it says number 5. So I'm thinking it's kind of like Chanel number 5. If that's significant. We have little dude token with a backwards hat. So maybe your person wears a backwards hat a lot. We got the sailboat again. We got that in pile 1. I'm hearing Sailing by Christopher Cross. Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Just a dream and a wish to carry me, and soon I will be free. Fantasy, it gets the best of me when I'm sailing. All caught up in the reverie, every word is a symphony. Be with me. It's not far to Never Never Land. At least it's not for me. And if the wind is right, you can find the joy of innocence again. The canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. So we have this little Eiffel Tower. Could be significant. Paris, or traveling. We have this little witch on a broom. So Halloween might be significant. Um, all right. Oh, we have another cue. So yeah, you've got questions. Maybe they got questions. They just don't have the courage to ask. But here you go if you want to take a screenshot. And that's going to be it. Pile 2, thank you so much for being here. And I'm sending you so much love and warm soul hugs. And if you are still here, leave me a cap emoji, a crown emoji, and a broom, like a witch's broom emoji. All right, guys, thank you so much. And I will see you in the next one. Make sure to comment down below and tell me what resonated. I love hearing from you guys. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, pile 3. If you chose this howlite bracelet, it's got a little heart on it. Where did it go? There it goes. It's got a little heart on it. This is going to be a reading. Also, in case you are interested, the zodiac signs today are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, all water signs. Again, didn't this happen in the last pile 3, guys? And we have Taurus on the end. And let's see what our card is. Misunderstood. I just heard, oh, please don't let me be misunderstood. Intentions adrift. Let's take a look at this. Beautiful. It's so pretty. So we've got this moon energy. This feels like your person, this feels like inside their head. Like they're always trying to beat the maze, the minotaur. If you know the story of the minotaur, it's feels like they've been caged up in their mind for quite some time. That they don't even recognize themselves anymore. And I think they are very much misunderstood because of it. Yeah, I think it just seems very tough. It just seems like they are like in a rat race. I'm keep hearing, and despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in the cage. But there's a lot of this crown chakra and third eye chakra energy. And I think you guys might have a telepathic connection, dream connection. This is very dreamlike. Like, every time they lay down at night, they think about what their intentions are or what you might think their intentions are, and that you might misunderstand their intentions, so they keep silent. They don't want to be misunderstood. And the less you talk, the less there is to understand. So, the time stamps down below if you're interested in seeing me pull your oracle cards. There is a time lapse, just under a minute, and you can check that out if you want to see me pull your cards on camera. But let's see what we have in the oracle cards here. Oh, wow. We've got 32 with codependency. Again, with this same color, the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. And it's like, I think you scare them because they feel like they could be like you're the one person that could really lock them down in their mind. Or you have locked them down in their mind. The universe is, it's like that string of fate. 3 is Empress energy, and 2 is the High Priestess, which is Pisces energy again. Um, with that High Priestess energy, there's a lot of secrets. And with 3 being that Empress energy, I feel like you are very nurturing and very much the light in this person's life right now. Like the universe sent you to them. They manifested you. They don't know what to do with you. I think their biggest fear is losing their autonomy, um, losing their freedom. 2 is a number of partnership, decisions, and balance. And 3 is growth. Oh, 24 differences. No, that reduces to 6, which is lover's energy. So there's Gemini energy. And the lovers is basically, it's a choice of the heart. And with this 4 here, we have the Emperor. So we have the Empress and the High Priestess, and the High Priestess and the Emperor. So I feel like your person sits in their mind and they think about all these differences that you might have. You might both be burned out, but you were once completely on fire together, you know? Four is a foundational number, so, and two with partnership. It's like they want to have some sort of foundation with you, but they feel like there's too many differences. Okay. But we have 5 and 6, so we are progressing here. Okay, well, we have mystery. We have the number 13, which is death in the tarot. It's transformation, rebirth. But I feel like the mystery is what they are behind the mask, what they keep from you, and as far as their intentions, and all you can do is misunderstand because everything is a mystery, everything is hidden from you. Um, we again have this 3, which is growth, and 1 is a new beginning. It's also the magician. So I think you being beautiful and nurturing as this empress, I think that really it really helps your person to want to grow past this mask, because again with this purple, it's it's like you see right through them. I'm hearing see right through you, Alanis Morissette. But reducing to 4, again, there's that foundation, and there's no foundation that can be made when there's no information to be had. You might try to solve these mysteries by trying to let your intentions be known and never knowing if you're being misunderstood or if you're misunderstanding what you feel intuitively. Look at that. Hands again. And we have 4 here, and now we have another 4. So we have 44 coming up side by side. We also have 4, 5, 6. But support, I think the codependency that they may have felt in the beginning of this is now being felt as support. Like the universe sent them something to help them to understand that not everything is not all love is chains. Here in Chain of Fools, Aretha Franklin. So they may have had a lot of fools in their past. But I think they understand now that this isn't something you're trying to do to them. You really just want to support them. The bottom of the deck, 35, balance. You know what? Pile two had two cards come out next to each other as well. Maybe even like at the same time. I think, but it was support and balance, which is crazy. So you definitely might have some messages in pile two if you felt called. But that is insane. So now we have number 35, balance. So this connection feels very divine, very yin and yang. Um, you have 3 again, so there's lots of growth. And 5, which is change. 8 is strength. Um, Leo energy. Also, it comes, as I always say, if you haven't heard me say it, there are, some tarot decks have the strength card and the justice card reversed. So I can't help but think of one when I think of the other. So it's like, you know, it's a little bit of justice that there needs to be some strength um, to bring forward or bring some justice to this situation to balance it. Okay. Are you shitting me? Look at that. Mask and mystery, but mask. Hidden motive, conceal, disguise, and lying. So maybe this is how you see your person, or your person fears you see them. And that's the misunderstanding. Like they are hiding and concealing and maybe lying by omission. But I don't think it's nefarious. I think it's because they don't want, they need to conceal their emotions. I think in regular life, they have a completely different mask, even from what they show you, but they may stay silent because the more they talk to you, the more the mask comes off. They know that you see through them. Grass is greener. Jealousy, better option. Unhappy, deserve better. So this coming up under differences. They might think either way. If it's them that wants to explore and make sure they understand everything, like it's like a FOMO. It's like fear of missing out, which is kind of a dick move, you know, um, to understand that this connection is what it is and the love that is there, the feelings they can't express. It's a whole lot easier to find someone that doesn't ask much of them in the way of, because you see through to them, to their heart space. And I think you will always be in their heart space, even if they do want to find a better option. They're always going to come back to you in their mind. It's like you were the only one that can really unlock from, because the Minotaur was chained in there. He wasn't allowed to escape. And what happened was, it was, I believe, well, mythology, and there's all kinds of different. I love mythology so much because you can have a favorite story, and it's told and passed down, and there's all kinds of different ways, the story. But the basic, what I remember of the story is that, um, you could not, if you could get into the maze, and because there was some kind of treasure in there, I believe that, um, if you could find it and find your way out of the maze, um, oh yeah, no, I think it was the king, his daughter, princess, was the prize. Um, and Daedalus and Icarus, if you remember, Daedalus was, an inventor. He created the wings that Icarus flew too high towards the sun, and he had been warned, it's, don't fly too high, the sun will melt your wings, and if you fly too low, you will, drown in the sea. um, but anyway, Daedalus came up with the idea to help, um, the person the princess wanted to marry. And so he went in with a red string, which reminds me of Red String of Fate. And, it was supposed to be easy enough to go in. And I think I heard another version where she was trying to save her brother. But either way, she goes in and she's able to find her way back out because of this red string. Um, and, I think in their mind, it is a dangerous, especially for them, place to be roaming around. And I think this, in part, is the reason why they mask. I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm busy, but they don't have to conceal with you. They don't have to have hidden motives or try to be strategic with you. You love them no matter what. There's a song by Colin Ray called Not That Different. And when I see this card, it makes me think of that song. I think it's something like, um, I live, I laugh, I love, I cry, I hurt, I need, I feel, or I fear, I cry. Yeah. Anyway, he says we're really not that different, me and you, because we have the same basic human needs, and that's what's important. Not things you were conditioned by society to have, to be successful. And until your person can have enough strength to take that mask off and not be in fear of what the outside world will think, and just be free, um, and be themselves. They feel like that minotaur trapped in here. They feel like a monster. I'm hearing that song. Uh, she's my favorite monster. um, but yeah, so also, this person could be very jealous. If there is some kind of distance between you, um, if you are seeing or with someone else, or maybe dating, or um, they worry you'll have better options because they do not have a very high self esteem. They figure off you'll be better without them. And so they continue to be stubborn, and they continue to try to find that greener grass. Um, but like I said, you know, you have the same basic human needs, and you just run a little bit differently. So, hmm. Legal matters, justice, divorce, balance, and judgment. Balance coming up again. And I think, now we mentioned justice with that strength card with the numbers 8 also. So justice and balance coming through again. I do believe judgment came out. I want to say it was pile 1, but it could have been pile 2. Um, Trying to remember what card it was. Judgment. Either way, you have messages in other piles, maybe. So if you felt called, then go check that out. But the reason they are so mysterious and hiding, um, and happy, concealing, is because they are dealing with some heavy shit. Whether it is divorce or um, just, I'm hearing midlife crisis as well. It's almost as if something really, like a tower moment happened. Maybe lots of tower moments, but whatever it is, they feel locked into their mind and wanting to do all of it on their own. They don't want to share that. Even though they need support, they need balance. They're afraid of being judged. Here we go. We got relationship, commitment, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend. So they might, coming up under support, I think they are recognizing. Now, I'm not sure where exactly they are in this journey, but at a point, they will realize that you are just trying to support them, and help them in any way that you can and give them unconditional love. And seeing 8 and 4, that gives me, again, Pisces, hanged man energy, where this is a new perspective that they are working with at this time. They have started to actually look at this in a way of maybe it could work. Maybe you could be the partner they're looking for. Now, as long as they're willing to try to come clean, or just open up, or really, there just needs to be a conversation, because that's where all this misunderstanding is. Look at that: finances, money problems, work, material things, success. Like I was saying, your person is very much driven by their ego right now. So, yeah, they are really in the grind. Um, this is where their focus is. It's Your person could be um, an earth sign with the material things. So I feel like your person is still just very much in their ego. Hmm. Let's see what the tarot says. I just split the deck. We have Two of Cups, Page of Swords. So they're keeping an eye on you. And here we are with new partner, agreement, companionship, mutual feelings. Got Cancer energy there. It might be a little neurospicy. Mine is really heavily kicked in this video. Trying to keep everything pretty imperfect. Maybe they are too on the outside, but on the inside, they are locked in their minds, and their subconscious fears and anxieties. What's going on with pile? Oh, okay. I saw this when I was shuffling earlier. Queen of Cups. So we have Scorpio energy, creative, idealist, emotionally connected, being in the flow, deep feelings, empathic, intuitive, psychic, and loving. This is how they see you. They do feel emotionally connected to you, almost in an addictive way. What they feel is toxic. Or maybe they feel like you are addicted to them in a toxic way. Or both. So I'm hearing again, we're really not that different, me and you, you know? Let's see what else. Pile 3. Okay. So we have the 2 of coins and judgment right there coming out. So together, okay, we have Capricorn energy and Libra. Judgment is card number 20. This is Jupiter. So we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is a balancing act. Adaptability, prioritize, juggle back and forth, quick decisions, financially adapt. So this is their priority with those finances, right? Quick decisions. But the back and forth, they might be juggling you with other people, keeping you as an option, not wanting to let you go because they do know in their heart they they feel like this connection is divine. They don't want to be judged. So, new spiritual story, forgiveness. Didn't we have forgiveness come out? That was in pile 2. So, yeah, pile 2, guys. Awakening, evaluation, mission, rebirth, action, decision, and renewal. So there's that rebirth energy with that death card, Scorpio energy. But I think, you know, this is judgment comes right before the world, and the world is like completion, it's end game. It's also the beginning of, a new journey. And I think that that is, I think your person wants forgiveness, but they need to forgive themselves. You can forgive your person, you know, you might not even have hard feelings. They need to forgive themselves. I'm just noticing that there's looks like an adult angel and a child angel. So this to me could be an inner child. And I feel like your inner children get along. And I think they understand that. Pile 3. What's going on with pile 3's person? Okay. 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so it says giving and receiving. This is Taurus energy, so Taurus coming through again. Giving and receiving, generosity, balance coming up again. Kindness, accept, equal give and take, care, being valued, quid pro quo. So, yes, 6 of Pentacles. They want to bring a balance. I feel like they see you as such a kind and generous person in their life. I'm hearing kind and generous. Natalie Merchant. The number 23 might be significant. Oh, it's a mirror of that. Let me tell you why. Because that song, she says thank you in it at the end. The end of the song, she says it to end the song out 23 times. She's just like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, and I counted. Yeah, because I have OCD. So that was a long time ago, but I just really was interested in knowing how many times she said it on the track at the end. Um, and so 23 might be significant. Reduces to 5. So, there's that. I think they really do want to figure out how to show thanks to you, because I think they are grateful for the support, even if they feel like they also need your forgiveness for not being able to reciprocate. And let's get one more. Oh my goodness. So here we go. Here's that masking energy right there. Keep coming up again. So we got Aquarius, and we have 7 of Swords, not what it seems. So this is that sneaky kind of card in the excuse me. Very much like this mask card. Cowardly, false pretenses, carrying things away, sneaky, betrayal, getting away, self-interest, strategic, cheating, lying, mask. All these words have shown up all over this. And again, I don't feel like it's in a nefarious way. I just think they are trying to not miss out. In doing that, I think they are missing out on you. I think eventually they figure that out. For some of you, it's not everybody can face their fears. Some are dealing with things so heavy that you could never know. And for that reason, they never stop running. But that's not your fault, pile 3. You are worth every bit of the love that you give, and you deserve to be loved the way that you love. So never make yourself feel like you aren't worthy, because you are. And all the love that you've given will come back to you, whether it is from your person or from someone new. Whatever is meant for you is meant for you, pile 3. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom. 5 of Wands. So we've got Leo energy here. Personality clashes, differences, competition, arguing, chaos, misunderstandings. Look at that. Look at that with your misunderstood card. Opposition, temper, lost opportunity. So this also makes me feel like jealous, like competition, right? Like you might now I saw the page swords earlier when we were shuffling, when we cut the deck, which is that spy energy. So depending on what you may have on your social media or what you're, you know, whether you're single or you could be in a relationship, you could be polyamorous, you could have an open marriage, you can, there's no judgment here, but this, you know, absolutely something that could be happening, and they might fear that judgment. They might fear having that competition. They might fear losing you if they were to have you. So they live in a chaotic mind frame. They really do. They've been through so much hurt, and they've had to adapt, maybe even since childhood, to to just always, it's like I feel how angry they are underneath the surface, and they give themselves a lot of grief. They may think they're letting it go, but they just bury the feelings instead of processing them. With the awakening, the dark night of the soul, you do start to process, especially if you were a catalyst, if you were a divine counterpart, a catalyst by holding up that mirror. I believe that came out pile two. You hold up mirror to them, and they see themselves. Um, yeah, they see these differences, but they also feel the the bond, the chain to you, that invisible link. And look, there's that single energy of, just they're almost there. They're almost to that 10 of Pentacles, but not quite. Rewards of your labor. This is Virgo energy. Status, abundance, again with the abundance, self sufficient, sophistication, on your own, taking it easy, maturation, fulfillment, and freedom. And this is all things that we were talking about. They are very much in their ego, very much that earth energy, or getting a lot of Capricorn, that just very self sufficient. I can do this on my own. I don't need anybody. Knight of Cups, follow your heart. They want to do this. I think this is you with your, because it's got Pisces energy here. I feel like you could be a water sign. There's all them water signs. We're here, and there's been a lot of water that's come up. But we've got artistic attraction, tactful proposals, and invitation, affectionate, chivalrous, romantic, charming, psychic, and grace. And I feel like you are all of those things. You are so much so that it's it's hard to believe, right? Also, if your person is someone that is really in their ego and you are someone who is really authentic, that might intimidate them. You know, if you come out with your feelings and you know, your devotion and your you take me take me as I am, just let's run away. I feel like you've had a lot of proposals, um, ideas, um, a lot of like you are the romantic. Like you're courting your person. It's like I used to read a lot of romance novels when I started actually reading like those 500-page romance novels when I was 10 years old. Um, eh, I'm a hopeless romantic, me being a double Pisces, Scorpio rising. I am very much a dreamer, a romantic, hopeless romantic, and very spicy. I totally believe in sexual healing, and you know, man, I really feel like if you guys could just come to a uh, I'm trying not to be too. If you guys could just come compromise and talk about it and like meet up and like you want to sweep your person off their feet and maybe that makes them feel uncomfortable. Look at that. Queen of Wands, charming, confident, courageous, energetic, outgoing, visionary, strong, and sexy. Two of Wands. So we have stylish, trendsetter, and charting a course, opportunity, visualization, discovery, get ready, future planning, consider options and decisions. Yeah, I mean, I just think there needs to be a conversation, there needs to be some decisions. Um, I feel like these misunderstandings, your person might be very shy, might it just always seems like someone's dropping the ball. Hmm. All right, let's see what kind. Reading is getting very long. I'm sorry, guys. This one was definitely caught up here. Let me know if this resonated with anybody. And also, if you want to dig into this, I do private readings, and they are open. Um, so yeah. Let's see what messages you'll get. Now, I have this gigantic, but I just in half there. And then I can look at that. I love you unconditionally and I am not over you. That's awesome. All right, let's see what comes out. What would pile three's person say if they were brave enough to say it? What are they thinking, feeling? What do they wish they could say? Obsession. You're my obsession. Okay, someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. Now, I could almost feel like it's both of you. Yeah. I feel like you both are mhm mhm. Now, me having OCD, I you know, medication goes far, right? But it it's not a miracle worker. So my obsessions, I try to channel that through what I like to call healthy obsessions, um, which tarot is one of them. Music is the number one. If you are new here and you don't know, I have a huge obsession with Lizzie Hale. I love her so much. Um, but I try to focus on things that are, I can obsess over them because I'm gonna obsess over them. Um, and it's not like harmful. It starts to become harmful when you start to get in your head and you don't quite, that judgment. I feel like you both may mirror that in each other. So, and you both have very insecure inner voices. Um, and it can all be solved with a conversation. You know, let's see what else comes out. Look at this. Are you shitting me? So, not only do we see I love you unconditionally, we see I do love you. I love it. I'm so attracted to you. It's part of that obsession, for sure. For sure. Starting to get giggly. Can't wait to get out the spicy giggle deck. Pile three's person. What would you say? Look at this. Are you shitting me? Addiction. An addiction is affecting this relationship. You're gonna have to face it. You're addicted to love. It's a little Robert Palmer there. Um, like I said, I don't feel like this is nefarious. I think you guys really do have this magnetic attraction and love and addiction and obsession with each other. I think it all is, yet none of it is being laid out on the table like this. Gosh, there needs to be a conversation. What's on the bottom? I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. They are understanding that this is something special. I'm hearing special from Hailstorm. Baby, you're special. A whole nother level. I want to touch you, take you home tonight. Okay. Pile three. What What do you got for me? I am not available. Okay. All right. Just gave that whole spiel about how you need to have a talk. And they're like, no, no, we don't. They're just not. They want to stay behind the scenes, they want to stay on the surface. They are still very much in their ego. What would they say if they weren't? Look at that. Interference, an external party is intruding on this relationship. So, yeah, they could be seeing other people. The grass is greener. They could be affected by divorce, an ex, um, legal matters within that situation. Especially, it could be a whole family thing. Hmm. Okay. But there's interference from somewhere. Karmic. And that could be anything. It doesn't even have to be a person. It could be a a career, a move, having trouble with money, just having trouble connecting with their mask. I mean, yeah. There's a lot of things interfering here, which makes it's not available, you know. What's going on pile three's person? I bury myself in work to forget you. Yeah. Yeah. They stay busy. Busy, busy, busy. Let's get one more. I wish I could take back my words. So they might have said something during this time of masking. They might have said something that was a lie, something they've concealed, something they've hidden. Um, they might have said things in order to keep their heart safe. But I think that might be what they would want forgiveness for. Didn't we get forgiveness coming out somewhere? But the difference is, like, maybe I just have a really sad feeling with this. Because they could be really just stuck in their head thinking about all the things they wish they could have said or the things they didn't say. Um, because now they are giving themselves a very hard time. Um, because they can't change it. They don't want you to see them as someone who would do this, that, or the other thing, or say this, or, you know, there's a card I keep seeing that says, I knew what I was doing. But as miserable as they can be inside of their brain, I think you just wish that they would just not be afraid to tell you things. Like it would be such a weight off. It could be such a weight off of their chest. Like even if you can't, even if it's long distance and you can't be together, it seems like you could still openly have care and love and attraction, words that don't hurt. Like tell me what's going on inside your head, what scares you as far as this relationship, this connection. Is there a possibility? I'm hearing Licky Lie. Here's a possibility. And that's you. If you know, if you, that, um, I believe that was, uh, it was the Twilight movie, but it was the second one. And when he leaves and she's sitting in the chair and she looks like she's just dead in the eyes and she's not moving, but it's playing that song and it kind of slowly goes around, and every time it goes around it's like a different season outside, and um it just month by month by month goes by, and she's just sitting there waiting, just sick to death because she lost him, or you know, all whatever happened there. I'm not gonna lie, I do love my Twilight, so don't judge me. um but yeah, it's, you know, you are so patient and you continue to stay and radiate just pure love and compassion for your person. And I think your biggest fear is that they don't really want it. Excuse me? What? Ruby? That's my little Black Panther. Come here. Yeah. What? Oh, is that right? Is that so? You want you want some scritches? You want some food? She's so cute. Sorry. Oh, she might even just come up here and join us at some point. What are you doing? Yeah. She's like right over here. I'm gonna take this and sorry. I just want to show you if I can get this out. Okay. Where you at? Here you are. Oh. What are you doing? Hey, don't. There'll be an avalanche of um, tarot stuff. Say hi, Ruby. Say hi. This is too cute. You guys never get to see her. Yeah. What are you doing? You got stuff on your face. Because you got like rocks and things down here. And decks that are small enough to fit in it. But anyway, I guess I should probably finish the reading. She's like, come give me some food. Guys, we are on an hour and 10 minutes and 30 seconds. So, okay, I'm sorry if it's not quite the same, but it'll do. Ah, I'm so sorry for all of that chaos, guys. But listen, I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't expect her to come over here and start like having a conversation with us, but there it was. And yeah, my oldest is actually she's on her last leg. And I'm not gonna go into it because I will lose my shit. But if you have lost a pet recently or are about to lose a pet, um, I love you and I'm sending you big soul hugs. Send some loving energy towards my little Luna. Okay, she's not going to be with us much longer. So, the significance of this is if you have things to say that should you wake up tomorrow and your person not be here, will you have regrets of things that you didn't say? And if so, I would, if your heart guides you to, um, I would spill the tea. Let's just say that. I would spill the tea, even if it's just in a voice note, because texting is tricky. I feel like you text, you get no context of the person's voice. Um, I'm a voice person, but you could send a voice note, like a letter on a voice note, and you could say everything you need to say. And if your person isn't the person you thought they were, if it's too hard for them to face those those fears, those anxieties, those, you know, trying to understand what's going on, the hard questions, because you don't, nobody's promised tomorrow. And yeah, we talk about that. I used to talk about it like in every reading because I lost my sisters a few months from each other. I lost two sisters. And it's like you just say what you need to say. And don't worry about, like, if there's something you need to say and you want, like, you would regret not saying it, just say it. Just say it somehow, some way. Just spill your guts, and then you won't have any regrets. And if they never want to speak to you again, then you kind of needed to know that, right? You don't want to stay in something. It it comes down to, if there's no communication, then there's no hope. There has to be some kind of communication. Otherwise, you're both just driving yourselves crazy. Or one of you is. I'm assuming it's you because you're here watching this, you know? And I'm not saying you are crazy. I'm just saying the mystery of your person is what you're here trying to solve, because you don't know what's behind the mask because they won't reveal it to you. And it's like you just want to know how they feel about you. They don't have to tell you anything else. Just, now I'm hearing "Tell Me You Love Me" from Demi Lovato. The acoustic version. But yeah, I mean, how beautiful is it to heal with somebody, you know? But again, if it turns out that your person isn't strong enough, and that is not judgment on them, because some people just can't. Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe 5 years, 10 years from now, who knows? That's up to you whether or not you want to keep that door open. But why waste the time? You know? Say what you need to say. And are you shitting me? Didn't I say this earlier? That I was thinking of this card. I knew exactly what I was doing. And that's what they just, they carry a lot of shame. But who doesn't? At least not anybody that's probably here. And it might not even be, it might just mostly even be because you yourself, you don't have any validation in your feelings. But your person is fearful of what will happen once they finally open themselves up. And they don't want to be in this devil energy, because we've got addiction, we've got obsession, But I think what they're trying to get to, even though they're still being sneaky and strategic, not a nefarious way, they want to get from this negative mindset to this positive one, even if it's just friendship. They want this type of foundation. They need to change the way they think about the situation, whatever it is for you, whatever the situationship is. But they want to embrace it now that they better understand it, or when they start to better understand it, because it depends on where they are. And if you're still here, I feel like, this definitely resonates with you. So I'm sending you so much love, warm soul hugs, and let's go ahead and get to this is a mess, and I'm just leaving it like that. I just saw that. Will you ever make things right? I think they torment themselves with that question. So, anyway, let's clear a little bit of this out. Um Guys, this has been a long reading. Just so you know, oh, this is I have it hanging up here. It's like a little it's wind chimes with all my little like necklaces and things. And anyway, pile 3, we've really gotten to know each other during this pile. You got to meet Ruby. um, we shed some tears. um, you know I love my Palo Santo if you are an OG. Tell me down below that you're still with me and I'm not um, a blubbering fool up here. Okay. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Not terrible, but heavy. And it's all about what your person is able to do. And just give them grace, give them space, let them figure out what it is they need or want. But if you have something you want to say, and you have the strength and the courage, um, and your heart is telling you to do so, then do it. Ever since I lost my sisters, I've been doing that in my life, in my real life. I've tried to be as honest and authentic. And, I got to tell you, I don't talk to many people. I get on here and talk to all of you guys. It kind of, I just talk into the void. It's kind of almost not real. until I start talking to you guys in the comments, and then it's real. And I'm so happy that, because I know I've lost a bunch of people at this point, but anybody that's still here is either a real OG or a newbie that is going to be an OG, because you, I just, I feel you. So comment down below. Let's see. We haven't even got to charms and initials yet. I don't even care. This is just like how I do in my personal readings. If you're interested in and I have all these little like cute little reviews, and I think my longest reading was like 3 hours. I'm not even shitting you. Um 2 hours. I say 1+ hour. When you book with me, but first of all, I get so excited to have a one-on-one with you guys. But I like to, especially pick the decks and the stones, and um, I just really like to dig in and see what's going on. I use all kinds of decks and decks that I don't normally use on the channel. Um, I can use this deck. I bring this one out because I use this for my spicy giggle videos that I have on my memberships. Um, right now, I think there's like 6 of them on there. Um, but yeah, anywho, that's all down below if you're interested in any of that. But yeah, this is one of those readings, guys, where it's just gonna last forever. And I think if you're still here, then you're awesome. So leave me a silly emoji. Ooh, leave me a black cat emoji too for Luna and for Ruby. If you They don't have a Maine Coon one for my chunky little Lily. Um, she's not little. she's a she's my soulmate. She snuggles with me every waking. Like if I wasn't here, I would be snuggling with her somewhere. So um anywho, she sometimes pops up into videos and cries. um Leave a crying cat emoji. All right, so let's see what your person would say from my spicy giggle deck. I think every time I say that, it's like it comes out a different way because my tongue does not want to say the words right. Spicy giggle deck, spicy giggle deck. Like try and say it like 5 times real fast. It's Yeah, and then like listen to me every time I say it in the future. It's because it just comes out weird. Anywho, you guys are like, pull the fucking card already. All right, I'm gonna pull the fucking card already. Okay, pile three's person. What would you say to pile three if you weren't so fucking scared? If you weren't so stuck in your ego? I love you. That is the beginning. That is the end. That is everything. Guys, this pile. we need to do some personal readings because you guys watching this, that resonates. It's. I'm nosy. I want to know more. Oh my goodness, we've been running so long that my music stopped. We can't have that. Whew. Okay. Well, are you shitting? Are you shitting me? This sounds just like your person, by the way. I love you more than I hate everything else. There is not like a bunch of I love you cards in here. There's 130. Um, I keep adding to it, but there's 130. I can't get you off of my mind if I don't distract myself. I end up touching myself, and you'll be the end of me. But I love you. 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 I mean, like, it's just, there's so much love here. Why wait? Why wait when you can experience the love you feel now? Okay. I mean, if it's not meant for you, you know, that's great. If you, well, it's not great, but like, it's good that you find that shit out, you know? Hmm. Let's see what else. Pile three, what would they say? They weren't so afraid. There we go. I can't wait to feel your hands on me. That came out in pile two. Now, so did this. Guys, I know a lot of you watch all my piles. This came out in pile two as well. Now, spread your legs and try to tell me about your day. Your person is very cheeky. Let's see what's on the bottom. Let's play. Truth. Tell me a fantasy you've never shared. Dare. Send me a spicy confession. So, I did say you could send them a voice note. Maybe you send them a spicy voice note. I don't know. If you do, let me know how it turns out. I feel like we all got to know each other very well. And yeah, I hid who I really am from you. Look at that. All that mask energy that came out. And they just want to keep hiding. Look at that. Finances. I'm not financially stable. Oh my God. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So if they had to or decided it was best for them to just let it go, um, I'm hearing, conceal, don't feel. Don't let them know that masking. Um, yeah. Elsa. um, Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. Play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. And this is what I'm talking about. You guys could be just sharing things. here and now. Your true love is already a part of your life. I'm hearing Luther Vandross. And then we have warning, don't dismiss the red flags here. So if you give and you give and you give to your person and they don't make it right, however that is, you need to take care of yourself. You just need to be careful and make sure that you are not giving away the parts of you that make you who you are. Don't let something take away your shine because it's not you, it's them. And that's not in a hateful or facetious way, but people have to heal themselves. And you can't spiral yourself and change. What did I saw something. It was a quote. It was one of those, just things. It said, when you get bit by a snake, or when you get bit by a poisonous snake, do go to the doctor and get it taken, you know what I'm saying? Or do you chase the snake and try to figure out why it bit you? It's something like that. I know I'm messing something up there, but you get it. And so you could spend so much time chasing the thing that bit you, wanting to know why. Why did, and it's likely something they can't even control. They're not doing it to hurt you, they're doing it because they're hurting. So, so much love to you guys. I know it's hard. It's been a long time since we've had one of these really like heart to heart one on ones. I'm sure I'll get comments about how I just took over the reading or whatever, but it's all relevant. It's all relevant. When spirit is, you know, she does what she wants. Pile 3. All right. This came out in pile 2. And this one too. Oh my goodness. Do you see how much stuff is in this bag? I'm like, I don't know. Can you see? There's so much stuff in there. So much stuff. So it really floors me when the same things come out, um, especially multiples. So you need to go check out some pile 2. Okay, so we have 8, 8, 8. So Lionsgate might be significant. We have 444. I knew it was going to be here. We have 0. There's that fool energy. So we have Q, P, quarter pounder with cheese. We have this computer, but I'm gonna get the rest of the initials first. But this computer, it's so cute. But it, oh, there's another big one. We have T. So we have in the small letters, we have L, F, A, V. I just heard G, L, A, M, O, R, O, U, S. First class. You know, Fergie. We have C, T. So there's lots of T's in here. Um, F, P, E, V, G, W or M, and another W or M. Okay, now we have this little computer. So lots of work. They work, make themselves busy with work. Um, we have this little lobster, but it also reminds me of like Scorpio energy. My voice is starting to crack. um, this is, what is that? The hell am I looking at? It looks like a smiley face with some hockey sticks. Oh no, let me just try and see. Y'all tell me what you think that is. But it looks like a smiley. Wait, is that like supposed to be a ball? Maybe it's a or the container for the. I don't know. I saw a smiley face, so I'm gonna go with that. Maybe golf makes you or your person happy. I don't know. We have we have the Eiffel Tower, and so Paris or it could be like a position. I you're there is a certain amount of pent up sexual energy in this connection, and by that I mean there's a lot. We have the half purple heart, so it's like you you have half their heart, like you're always in their heart. Like intuitively, they know that. That's that third eye color. And yeah. I haven't seen this one in a minute. She thinks my tractor's sexy. There's a tractor charm. um, so your person could be a farmer, could want to be a farmer, likes to farm, tractor, I don't know. Maybe likes that song. This is a blue flower with a little diamond inside of it. Just gives me growth. With the blue color being the heart chakra, maybe there will be some growth um, with their communication. Oh, I missed a letter. There's a Z. And yeah, so that's it, guys. We are. I can't see. I think it's an hour and 40 minutes. This is ridiculous. This is probably gonna ruin the algorithm for my video. But so everybody make sure to comment if you're still here. Let me see a tractor, a lobster, or a purple heart. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Again, if you want to hit me up for some private reading, I'd be happy to dig into that for you. If you want to check out my spicy giggle series, you can. Um, it's always so awkward, but I want to let you guys know. um, but you can look at all this stuff down below in my memberships and whatever. Um, the spicy Pisces has the spicy content, but the saucy sirens are the more affordable. But you get everything else, and I have a bunch of stuff that's already in there. I need to make a video for there right um, after this, but this one's like, Alexa, what time is it?
It's 5:42 a.m.
Yeah, it's late. So that'll probably I'll do that tomorrow with I have a private reading to get done, and yeah. So thanks for hanging out. I know for a fact this is Soul Tribe at this point. If you have made it through this entire reading, I love you. I'm sending you just such big, warm, tight soul hugs. Um, and, you know, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope it's as beautiful as you. All right, guys, thank you so much. And I will see you in the next one. Make sure you comment down below. Even if you just leave me an emoji, I want to hear from you. Thank you so much. Okay, love you. Bye.
Mimiano Beach.